Go for it. Let's do it.
Okay, welcome back to another episode of Unpacking with Jennifer Satel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to get
notifications when a new episode drops.
Yep. I wanted you to say it.
That's exactly what you were thinking. It's exactly what you were thinking.
You know, what's funny, guys, is I always don't know. I always mess up the beginning. You guys don't hear a lot of it. I just mess it up. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Robert, I want to talk to you about some things today.
Let's talk about it.
How you doing, Robert?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
You dismissed he was singing a really good song about my buddy.
My buddy. My buddy.
We actually both were, which made me a little sad, but happy at the same time because he knew. I don't know. It was funny. That's like dating us and we're like 28 years old. So I don't know if they had it back then. Right?
Oh, man. Kid Sister, My Buddy. That was like in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
When we were 25, I said.
You were 25 in the late 80s, early 90s?
No, we're only 25 now.
Oh, yes. I was 28. I stopped at 28.
I stopped at, 32 is when I actually stopped. Okay. So there's many things in life that we've talked about and we ask questions and we do all this stuff and and everything's great. And I love doing that with you because sometimes you're funny.
Sometimes.
A lot of times he's not, guys.
It's true.
It's so true.
I'm going to see how this goes.
One thing I'm going to ask some questions that we did, but then I want to talk about a couple of things that I know we just want to rip people's faces off for. Okay. What is something that adults pretend to understand?
That adults, like, are we talking about like adults to kids? Like they pretend to understand talking to kids or just adults in general?
It says whatever I read.
Okay.
Things adult pretend to understand. I don't think it has shit to do with kids.
Okay.
I think it's just what we think we know.
And with kids, I fake everything with the kids. Like I know 100%. Everything. Yeah. Okay.
But I think there's other things that we probably, like life in general. I feel like we don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Like all of a sudden you're a teenager. You're supposed to go to college, right? You're supposed to do all this stuff. You get out of college, you start a job, and you're just like, you just do what the next person tells you to do. Right?
Yeah.
At work.
Yeah.
Then you come home and you're like, I have to have a roof over my head. I guess I asked somebody if I can get a house or an apartment and I have to pay them rent. And then they tell me you have to have all these things. You just do it, right? Do we?
What's the question?
Maybe
Where are you going?
I don't know. Maybe you need a trail mix.
Okay, so yes.
Things adults pretend to understand.
It's everything. I would say mostly it's everything. My whole life has been, I'm dead serious.
I'm going to say mostly it's everything.
Mostly it's everything. Think about it. Like mostly it's just like you fake it till you make it. And then even when you make it, you're still faking it. So that way you can keep going. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Is that just an entrepreneur thing when you're just trying to do your own business? You're
no, I don't think so. Because I think that I don't know anything. I just go with the fucking flow. Like you said, fake it till you make it. Like some days I'm like, I don't, is there a blueprint for this? We're just and then you throw kids in. I don't know shit, but I pretend I do.
And then if it's something that's really important, I'll figure it out.
Sure, of course.
YouTube video, talking to people, experimenting with stuff, failing a lot, figuring it out. I mean, but like generally for adults, what they fake, or they act like they know when they don't know.
Ugh.
God, I mean, so many things to pick one.
God. I hate know-it-alls too, man. Fucking hate
Where's it gonna go? What do you hate?
I just hate know-it-alls. And like half the time it's like, who cares? Why do you need to sprout out all the shit you know? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? And do you really know? You don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Why are you gonna, not you, but why are you gonna pretend like you had to speak up like, ooh, well, maybe.
Like an opinion on something that nobody asked you about.
Like no one
fucking
asked you. And you don't even know. We don't know. Opinions are just opinions.
From the person who has a podcast.
True story. True story.
Keep going.
I almost just died. Oh my God. Okay. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not.
Tell me I'm right about everything.
You're right.
It's just, I don't know. Like sometimes I don't know. You don't know.
That's a tough thing to like just pinpoint. Like, cause I know a lot of dumb people.
Cause adulting is hard. We've said this.
Yes.
Adulting is hard. There are some dumb ass people. And I'm not talking book smart versus, I'm talking just like you may not have a quantum physics degree, but basic life, you're a moron. There are some people that I just, there's so many things that drive me crazy. And I'm going to say a couple, but I'm going to start with that because I'll get sidetracked on the next thing I want to talk about, which I don't think, when's the last time you've flown? Has it been a while?
It's been a while since I think, last time I've flown, I flew to Seattle. Let's see, my daughter, I think, was 4 or 5. So that would have been 9 years ago. This is a while ago.
So I just went, as you know, to Hawaii. And I hadn't been to an airport in like a couple years, maybe. And I mean, I used to be a professional traveler when I worked for Under Armour.
Ooh, did you get a hat?
I did not.
Did you get the wings from like Southwest? No. Professional.
Damn it. I was like a professional traveler. I traveled every week for almost 6 years, every week, Tuesday to Friday. So, except during the holidays. So I was like kind of snobby. Once I got the rhythm, I had a rhythm because the same carry-on bag, the same, go, da-da-da. Gotcha. And then I'd watch people, right? And I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. So I would stand there and I'd get really twitchy. And I backed off. Obviously, I haven't traveled nearly as much, but going there, I was just watching like, well, first of all, I will say this. I did not know that you don't have to take your shoes off anymore.
Really? When did they stop doing that?
I have no idea, but you don't have to.
Wow.
Because I started to take off. I had tennis shoes on because I didn't have room in my suitcase.
Just not afraid of the smoking shoe anymore?
Apparently. So you can keep your smoking. You can keep the smoking shoes. But it was funny.
Do you remember? I'm sorry. Oh. Do you remember? I'm gonna.
No, go do it.
Do you remember going to the airport and dropping people off?
Yes.
And then going all the way in and like waving goodbye to them?
Yes.
So I remember like my cousin used to fly back and forth all the time between Vegas and Burbank Airport. So whenever I was with my grandma, I'd always go to Burbank Airport with her and we'd go all the way in. Then we just like waved to her when she's getting on the plane. And the same thing with like them eventually in Vegas, we do the same thing. I'd go all the way through the Vegas terminal and wave and goodbye, whatever. And then it's just gone. And I feel like people don't remember that, but now they took the shoe thing away. Can people still go in now? Can they go back in and wave goodbye to people?
No.
Still just to drop off and roll?
Just tuck and roll, baby.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
LAX, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. And LAX, I mean.
What?
Burbank is the creme de la creme. Okay? It's the easiest fucking airport. Why can't every flight go out of that? LAX is absolute chaos. Not only that, there's a lot of pressure. A
lot of construction still probably, right?
Tons of fucking construction and a lot of pressure. Like, hurry up and get, because the guy's waving him, and David's picking me up and I'm like trying to, with 7 bags and and then I got Lisa and I got Kim and and I'm like, I'm sweating. I haven't done anything. I'm just standing there, just sweating, waiting. And he's like, hold on, I can't go. And then it's like, the guy's waving me and he's like, I don't want to go around again. Jennifer, don't make me go around again because there's so much construction. Yeah. And it took like 45 minutes, And I'm like, oh, fuck. So Burbank.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I pick up my in-laws sometimes from LAX when they come back from Hawaii. They fly to Hawaii a lot. So I'll pick them up there. And then I get super excited when they end up at Burbank. I'm like, oh, that's way easier. So easier. But LAX, if you miss
it, that's the thing. If you miss it.
10, 15 minutes, wrap that thing around and come back and try it again.
But watching people, just airport behavior I love to people watch. And we all know the airport or Disneyland is.
What's the place?
Prime.
Sure.
Just to people
prime.
watch.
Just prime.
Just prime. But with that being said, I was sitting there and I'm watching people like in the line. They're standing there. They still don't know what the buckets. They still don't know to unzip and take the fucking shit out. And I'm standing there going, I don't think this is your first time flying, but I do think, and I've said this just in general, there should be an area for like first time flyers because I may not be a professional traveler anymore. But I do know what I do. I know what I do, and I do what I know. What?
What did you say?
I don't know, but I get so frustrated. I get so frustrated. I was like, oh my God, grab a basket. And they're just the bin. And they're standing there.
Wait, what's the basket?
The bin to put your when you're going to go through TSA.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You
okay.
know?
Okay, you were talking about, okay.
You're still trying to fucking figure that out. The only thing I didn't know, and I will say this, I did not know you didn't need to take your shoes off. So as I started...
Did you pre-unchoose, ready to go?
No, I was ready though, because I used to do that. I used to have them untied, ready to go. Yeah. But all of a sudden I was like, oh, my shoes. And I went to turn and the guy's like, oh, you don't have to take your shoes off. And I was like, oh.
The first thing you didn't ask is, when did this happen?
I did not. If Lisa was here, she would totally yell at me right now.
Look that up. Keep going.
Okay, she would totally look at me and laugh at me because she's like, why don't you research anything? I'm like, I don't. I just took him for face value. But yeah, and then people are standing there when they're waiting for their stuff to come out, and they're standing there, and then they're going to put their shoes on right there and hold up the line of the stuff coming out of the little wheelie bob. Are you listening to me?
I am listening to you. The wheelie bob.
Yeah. But they're trying to put their belts
right now.
They're trying to put their belt back on. I'm like, move over to the left, lame ass.
Okay.
Why are you blocking? The thing to get your stuff is this big. Why are you going to stand there and try to redress?
What the fuck was this?
Redressing, putting your belt back on.
This is dressing?
And your shoes.
The TSA officially stopped requiring passengers to remove their shoes at U.S. airport security checkpoints in July 8th, 2025.
Oh, so fairly new.
Fairly recently.
Yeah, because I mean, I traveled like probably almost 2 years ago, so I didn't know that, which was great. But the funny thing was, is I put, well, not funny, haha, but I had packed I wore my tennis shoes because I didn't have room in my bag to have my tennis shoes that I did not use the whole time I was there. And the whole time I was there. Oh my God, yes. So I'm glad I brought them because I didn't even wear them, which along with the 14 other dresses I bought and the 72 other things I brought that I did not even touch or wear.
We're talking about Kim's thing.
Mm-hmm,
gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Which we'll talk about also. So I don't want to keep you at the element of surprise. Kim and I actually had a conversation the night before and I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, and she's like, are you packing?
On pictures, you both sitting there with the hey, let's get my whiskey. Hey.
And she's like, I don't know. I'm having trouble packing. I'm like, that's why I'm calling you. Because I had so much stuff. So I was telling her what I had. And I'm like, I brought 12 trucker hats. So we had funny things to say while we're at the beach and everything. And she's like, I have like 10. And then I'm like, but I think I'm going to take some out. And she's like, so I tell her which ones I have. She's like, no, don't take those out. Those are funny. I'm like, I can't bring 12.
Wait, hold on.
I know.
You girls can't find anything funny to talk about unless you're wearing trucker hats?
No, they're just fun for us. That's our thing right now. It's trucker hats. Funny trucker hats.
Gotcha. So how long can a conversation go off of one trucker hat?
Like a minute.
So you basically 15 hats. You got 15 minutes worth of content.
No, people like the one day I wore the one that says I pee in pools and people came up to tell me that was the greatest hat. Or like I like it dirty and it's like a martini.
Gotcha.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
But I was like, I can't bring all these hats. I should just bring like 2 or 3. She's like, so I'm telling her, she's like, you have to bring all of those. They're great. I'm like, you're of no help to me. And that was just hats. We still had to go through every category together. We ended up talking like 4 times about our clothes and our shit.
Okay.
And then I can't tell the caveat to that. That's great. There's a great punchline to this story, but I'm going to save that for another day when Kim's on. Anyways, okay. Airport people are lame.
Gotcha.
Everything at the airport is so expensive. So it's already more expensive anyway. You already know that. But when we got there, we decided to go and have a drink and maybe like a little appetizer.
Question. Is there still a smoking section at the airport?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Some airports, but not here.
It's a shame.
You still.
I miss it so much. I miss it so much. I remember when we.
Why don't you go back to smoking then if you miss it so much?
Because I like my kids. When
then stop talking about it.
I remember like when we flew to Europe, there was like a smoking section.
Europe is different though.
No,
guarantee.
I'm in LAX still.
Oh,
I'm still in LAX.
Oh, but you're going on a European flight.
This is also like 2005, so it's way back. So I remember going. There's like a section that you open a door and you're like right by the jets.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's planes like right there, but it's just like 10 smokers. And then just, how's it going? Where are you going? Blah, 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 whatever. It's just like the calming section of just smoking.
But you were also going on an international flight, so they have to cater to that.
No, well.
They do cater.
No, I couldn't.
They typically, when you go on an international flight, you're taking
Couldn't smoke
like
on the flight.
no, but you're taking like a Lufthansa or something. They know you're going across there. All the passengers are probably, most of them are European going back home.
Well, I just feel like there was just more smoking sections in 2005.
There was that too, but also you're going to a place where everyone fucking smokes.
I would just think like if I was going to fly now and there was a smoking section and I had to get on a tube back to Europe for 15 hours, I'm probably going to smoke cigarettes before I get in that tube for 15
75.
hours. Just walk in there, just go, let me bum one, smoke one, feel sick as shit, then get back on the plane or get on the plane, just, pass out or something. Who knows?
That sounds like so much fun for 15 hours.
Terrible.
But also, so we were going to get so back to take away your smoking section. We're going to go get a drink and some appetizers before we go on our, plane.
Appetizers?
An appetizer. Like a
Cinnabon?
No, like a quesadilla. And everyone shares like a slice.
What do they have at the airport?
Well, at LAX, we went to...
It's real places, right? Not like made up LAX places.
Well, I don't know what that means. That means it's just not at LAX.
Like you got like a Cinnabon, a fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah, we didn't go to any of those places. We actually went to a sit-down place where there was a bar. It was called the Rolling Stones, which was after the magazine. I don't remember if you've heard of that.
Falling Stones?
Not the Falling Stones. What?
Falling Stones, you're playing.
He's not here all night, guys.
He might not be here for the rest of this episode.
His 5 minutes are up. So anyways, we get there and of course there's a QR code. There's no menu. You look, each drink was $31. Except if you got beer, which I don't get beer.
How much is a beer?
17.
Wow. How many ounces?
I don't drink beer, so I didn't check all the information.
Like an 8 ounce? 12 ounce?
I think it was maybe 12 or 12 ounce, maybe. I don't think it was 8 ounce.
I figure if you're paying that much money, it should be like a giant pitcher.
It should, but it was not. So anyways, all the drinks, I look over and I'm like, $32. But it was $31.99 for the drinks. Like any kind of like vodka drink, whatever.
That's insane.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So then I look at Kim and Lisa's like, I am good. I'm not going to have one. She's like, I'm not spending $32 for a drink. That's not even going to be like anything. And Kim's like,
you know what you should have done? You should have pre-gamed.
We should have. We did.
You should have pre-gamed.
We did actually.
Okay then.
But anyways, so then Kim's like, they have mimosas. And she looks and she's like, they're only $18. I'm like, I'll have a mimosa. It's only $18.
$18?
I know, you can buy a whole bottle of fucking champagne. So crazy. So I'm like, that's it. No more. So that was crazy. But the airport people are crazy. Disneyland people. It's a lot of bad. I like
the Disneyland people though.
They're like pod people.
What?
They're like pod people.
Okay.
Some of them are with all their matching outfits and their freaking buttons. And you're a huge Disney person. I only do it because of Charlotte.
Well, let's be fair.
You would have a tattoo of
Disney
Mickey Mouse.
bought me. I'll be honest with you, because Disney bought Star Wars and Disney bought Marvel, so that basically bought me.
Mm-hmm. They did not buy me.
They did not buy you. What do they need to buy in order to get you into Disneyland? Hello Kitty? That's Universal.
Justin Timberlake concerts all the time.
They own him.
They do?
He came from the Disney Channel.
He did.
They got him.
So did Ryan Gosling. Oh my God.
Okay, next question. Come on, let's go. Fire this thing up.
I wanted to talk about pod people. Okay.
Nobody wants to talk about pod people.
Okay, so here's another one. Weird habits everyone secretly has. Ooh.
Pick your nose.
That is not false.
You all do.
Oh, yeah.
You all do. Yeah. When you're by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting a brain tugger.
Oh my God. Who's this guy? You know what? Don't see his comedy show. So I would say, well, picking your nose, I was actually thinking that too. But I also think.
You were not. Were you really?
I was, because I see people a lot picking their nose in the car.
Okay.
But they're not doing that in person. So people pick their nose. I get it. You look over and someone's digging to China in there.
I mean, but you got to do that in the bathroom. You can't do that in front of people in your car. If you're going to do it, you feel like there's something there and you're just not blowing it out. Yeah, go in the bathroom.
Yeah, but they're not doing that.
Pop up a seizure to get the thing out.
Of course. They do some like I don't know, surgery. But I think
I got a bunch of these, by the way.
do you think that people fart too?
What do you mean? Do I think people fart?
Like that they don't?
You mean crop dust? So when I used to
walk and poof.
When I used to serve tables,
you did.
I would crop dust people's stations that I hated on purpose. I'd be like, oh, I feel like this is coming. I'd walk around.
I'll tell Robert I like him. I don't know now.
And then just keep going.
Oh my God.
When we're in public and you're walking with mass amounts of people, everybody's farting. Nobody's holding the fart until they get home or into the bathroom.
I do.
You're farting. You're not.
I do.
You're not. You know, in a space you're at where you're like, I can get away with this and it's got to come out really badly. Be honest. I know it's.
I mean, maybe.
So you're telling me when you're walking around at Disneyland and there's a herd of people around you where it could really be anybody.
Like, what are you eating? You have to fart all the time.
Churros, and
I don't eat 4 churros.
What do you eat?
Maybe popcorn.
You had a bunch of popcorn, and you know that oil is making a little gassy, and you're just like, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna pick you out.
No one's gonna know, but I don't feel the sucky ones are the people that fart.
You may look down, make sure there's not a small child down there, and then you go.
No, that's you. I don't do that. But
look.
I hate when people do it in the line, and it's stank.
The line?
To go in Disneyland?
Oh, yeah.
Like when you're in a line. Do you know what a line is?
I've seen them.
You live at Disneyland. You should know what a line is.
I've seen them.
Okay, what else is there? I feel like people fart.
If you've got like...
Oh, God.
Well, let's stay in the ass for a little bit. People wash their ass. Like you should be washing your ass. But nobody talks about washing their ass. You should be washing your ass. When you're in the shower, if you're not washing your ass, you're gross.
You're super gross.
You're super gross.
You know what else you see people do?
What?
Like scratch their butt.
I don't scratch my butt. What's wrong with you?
I see people like at the gas station, like when they're standing
Everybody
there.
Doesn't do that though.
I didn't say everybody. Everyone secretly has. Some dirty people. And when I say scratch their butt, I mean in their pants, not outside of their pants. And it's like a gas station. You're just free. Like everyone's looking. Everyone's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to do that, do it in your car. Scratch your ass in your car. What are you going to do that out loud for?
Here's the thing.
Out loud.
Let me ask you a question. You're a parent.
Yes.
I'm a parent. So do you ever deep dive other kids' parents that you go to school with?
What do you mean?
Like go on social media, figure out who these people are.
No.
No, it's just us? So everybody doesn't do that.
No, I don't. I really don't.
We don't either.
Never looked at anybody. So I really don't.
No.
I really don't.
No.
I don't. I mean, no.
This conversation is getting weird.
No, I don't do that. Let's keep moving. Let's
Go to
move
the
on.
next one.
Wait, no, tell me. You said you had 1 million. Give me one more.
One more?
Mm-hmm. Tell me one more thing that a weird habit everyone secretly does. Everyone secretly has.
We're talking adults, right?
Just say something.
A lot of these are inappropriate. I don't know.
I don't know. Scratching and washing your ass was pretty...
Well, now we're going to get past... Let's just move on.
Okay, moving on. What is the most unhinged thing you did just to save money?
Oh, fuck. Save money? Shit. I could have told you that until you said save money.
Do you want to take save money out?
Shit. Unhinged thing to save money? I don't know. You answer that one first.
Okay, never mind. Money? What's a parenting fail? Have you ever had a parenting fail?
Every day.
All the days.
Every day I have a parenting fail. Every day. A parenting fail for me is getting upset with my kid because he's a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to use my 6-year-old as an example because I'm around him the most. He'll be goofing off in like either baseball practice or some place where I feel like he's going to get hurt. Like he'll be unsafe. He's climbing a wall, doing something, whatever. And I will, hey, you got to get down. And I'll maybe be a little bit more stern than I should be. Or, hey, you got to pay attention. You're hitting the face of the baseball, which happened yesterday. Like those kinds of things. But maybe the way I handle it might scare him a little bit. And I feel like that's not a good tactic to do a lot of the times. I try to scare or to make him to be alert. And I feel like I do that maybe too much, if that makes sense.
It does. It's actually good. That's a good one. I can see that. I kind of protect Charlotte sometimes too. And I'm like, she's just being a kid.
He's being a kid. Like he's goofing off on a baseball field.
Like, do I want her
He's
to
having fun. He's on a field having fun playing baseball.
Yeah.
And I'm in a way ruining it in not the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Which I should do is go, hey man, you're going to hit with the ball. I need you to pay attention or I need you to go over there and goof off. But I'm not because he's my kid and I want him to be like, oh, let's go. And he's not. He's not that kid.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to be that kid. But sometimes.
No, and also, let them, I mean, not that you're like, I want you to fall, but if they do fall or whatever, it's, it's part of being a kid, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want them to. You don't want them to hurt themselves. But maybe my thing is I feel that I do this a lot, and that's why we have a tutor, is I feel like I get upset because Charlotte doesn't understand something, especially in math.
We do that with our daughter.
I feel like I get upset with her, like, Charlotte, blah, 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 blah. And she's like looking at me like, I have no clue what this even is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Charlotte, pay attention. And that's kind of my go-to. So now her thing is, can I just do this with Linda? Which Linda's amazing. Linda, I know you're probably listening. You're amazing. We know, this. We know this. Everybody knows this.
Ask her an equation right now to make sure she's actually listening. So next time I see you or when this episode airs, you better answer the question.
2 times 4 plus 8, subtract 3. Go. Okay, talk to me like next time, Linda. She's great. What is this face? What are you shaking your head for? Have you ever sent a text that should have never been sent? Yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time. I have I have my messages set up for my phone. I have stuff for Discord. I have stuff for Slack. I have stuff for Google Chat, emails, all kinds of things. I'm always constantly going back and forth. There's been times I've sent somebody something that I should not have sent them that was meant for somebody else. Literally talking about that person.
Ooh, that's the worst.
But luckily, Apple, you can delete a message really fast. So I've caught myself 3 times doing it. Is that what we're talking about? Are we talking about like saying something to somebody that you fucking hate? What? Whoa. I don't know.
Wait. Okay, so let me flip that a little.
Sure.
Have you ever received a text that was not meant for you that was bad?
No.
Like that someone sent you and
by mistake?
Or
No.
maybe purposely by mistake.
No.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. And this one was
Don't tell anybody else.
Don't tell anybody else. Don't pass this one on. So my ex-boyfriend.
Was this recent? How many years ago?
Well, how long have I been married to David? Last year. Just kidding. Just kidding.
David! Hold on, let me call David.
My ex-boyfriend, he was playing this game of like, we broke up and then it was just that whole like, are we going to get back together bullshit? We weren't. And he was a dick and he's a fucking dick. It doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. But
what's his name?
What?
What's his name?
Eric.
What's his last name?
No.
What's his last name?
So this one it was actually, even though it was terrible, it was the best thing that ever happened to me because I was still like, oh, maybe we're going to get back together, in my head. And I get this text and I was living, no, I wasn't. I was still in San Jose. I don't even know. I wasn't. He was in like.
You were still a professional flyer.
He's a professional flyer, still in San Jose. He was like living in like Texas or Denver. He wasn't even near me. And he's like, I love you too. Be there in 5 minutes. And I was like, well, that wasn't to me. I blocked him, deleted, blocked, never spoke to him again.
Never.
And then again, I talked to him another time.
You sure it wasn't his mother?
No, I'm not sure it wasn't his mother, but he sent me a text that said, I love you too, be there in 5. He wasn't talking about me.
No, but it could have been to his mother.
It doesn't matter. He's a piece of shit. It doesn't matter. It was the best thing that ever happened. Best thing. But at the time.
So did that bring you into David's arms? So did that text message, if you could trace back, if you go all the way back, and that was the defining point of you switching gears and going to a different direction, did that text message send you to David Satel?
Probably, yes.
David, you should find Eric and say thank you.
Yes. I think I would have been, it was like the second I saw it, I went, in my heart was like, oh, and then about 5 minutes later, it was just dead. Like, ooh, it was just dead. I was like, boop, delete, done, block, done, blocked email, blocked everything, done. But it was also like 6 months of bullshit. So I was like, it needed to be done.
Sure.
Are there any jobs that traumatized you?
Oh man, I've had many. Yes.
That traumatized?
I've had many jobs, not traumatized.
That traumatized you?
First job I had was I was 15 years old and I was assisting in surgeries at a veterinarian clinic. Yeah, I would stand in the corner and hand the guy.
What? You're
stuff.
15?
15. Well, so backstory on that.
Different
my
times.
friend's dad owned, it's not around anymore, Bouquet Veterinarian Clinic. And so we all get jobs and stuff working there. It's kind of a hoarder also. Doesn't matter. I feel like I'm going to edit that out actually. Who knows? That could go somewhere. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so he offered me like $50 to hang out in the room with him and just hand him stuff. Because I guess like, I don't know, didn't have another person hand stuff to him or he just want to give me some money. I don't really know. So I would hang out in there sometimes and just hand him shit. And so one time he's like cutting the brain of a dog and I go, ooh, this sucks. What the hell am I doing here? I pass out now for a lot of things. Let's just say that.
That's a trauma.
It's very traumatizing.
That's a very trauma one.
Very traumatizing.
That's a traumatic one. Okay. All right. I don't know that I had any jobs that were trauma. I had jobs that I fucking hated.
This feels very one-sided right now. You don't have anything?
Like trauma? No.
Yeah, trauma is a big word. Big word for a job.
I had jobs that I fucking hated. Actually, you know what? If I had to pick, the job I mentioned, you've heard this story, so I'm not going to bore you. When I got this dream job, dream title, and then there was another woman in that same position, and me and Lisa talked about it on the podcast, and she had the stuffed animal named Hank.
Hank. What episode? People should check out the Hank episode. I'm going to put that in the description of this episode.
Oh my God.
Check out the Hank episode. If there was an episode that needed video.
Oh God, we should have that. I wish we could redo that.
You should redo that episode.
We need to do it exactly the
so
same
you
though.
have video for it.
We should. We absolutely should. But we somehow have to do it. That, and the best of all of that was when I was living with Kim and I opened the door and she was home and she didn't say hi to me. She goes, "Hey, how's Hank?" Every time I think about that's the sentence because I just looked at her and I fucking died laughing and she died. But not like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like I never saw Kim. We were on opposite schedules and she's like, "Hey, how's Hank?" And I'm like, "You fucking asshole." That job traumatized me for 100 reasons.
I remember that story. I can see why that would.
That one, I guess, would have traumatized me. Have you ever been fired from a job?
Yes.
The one right now?
Are you firing me?
Guys, it was nice to know Robert.
At least 2 jobs.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me.
Let's see which one happened first.
Or tell me what happened. Like, was it dramatic and like, oof?
No, it wasn't really dramatic. So I was a bartender at Olive Garden and I got a little conceited.
You?
Got a little full of myself because I was the head bartender.
Oh.
And so,
were you like Tom Cruise in Cocktail?
No,
Alabama Slamma.
No, I proclaimed myself as the head bartender because
This story, another onion piece.
It's best because I opened the Olive Garden out here. I was one there's 13 other bartenders that opened the Olive Garden. Within a span of 5 months, they all quit or they got fired, except for me because Olive Garden didn't tip out the bartenders. I wasn't a real bartender. It was my first job as a bartender. I was 21 years old. So everybody that was a real bartender was like, "We're not working here. We're not making money. We're leaving." So I was still there. At some point, I got to make my own schedule. I could do whatever I wanted to do. I was like, proclaim myself as the head bartender. I get to choose who I worked with. When people worked, I was the head bartender. Anyways, when you go to Olive Garden, when you're the head bartender for Olive Garden, you have to show up at a certain time to open the bar because I didn't work nights anymore because I didn't make any money. But if I worked lunch, nobody else worked with me and I got to serve tables as well. So I would make at least $50 to $80 every single lunch plus my paycheck. So I worked 5 days in a row, Monday through Friday, and that was my schedule. And you only worked for like 4 hours as a bartender at Olive Garden, so it was pretty cush. but I'd also opened every single day. So when you're supposed to show up an hour before open, I was showing up 30 minutes before open. So I get a warning, and then I get another warning.
Oh, you put your toe in the water.
And I'd be like, I got this. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Is it not open on time? It's always open on time. No one has to worry about it. And then one day I showed up and fucking Jason fired me.
Uh-oh, Jason.
Oh, Jason, you pot smoking motherfucker. So he fires me.
It's a whole therapy session too.
So then 2 months later at my house, my band house, we talked about my band house. He's there with other people that worked at Olive Garden. He didn't know that was my house. And he's in one of the rooms with another server, female, smoking some weed. And I opened the door to say hi. Oh, Jason's here. I leave. I go get a camera because back then there was no iPhones. I open the door. I take a picture of Jason and I go, I'll see you on Monday for my job. And I blackmailed him to get my job back. He said I could have it. I said
you
no.
weren't allowed to smoke weed?
You're a manager at Olive Garden smoking weed with a server at Olive Garden.
Okay.
In a bedroom.
In a bedroom.
It's not a good look.
Probably they didn't just smoke weed.
They didn't just smoke weed. Okay. They did. She was dating my other roommate, so it's fine.
Okay.
That was a lot of information. We're going to probably cut that out too.
That was 45 more things that I needed to know. Okay.
I'm going to cut that.
Childhood lies. No, it's great. It's a great story. Childhood lies you believed too long.
Santa's real.
Okay. What else? Give me 2.
There needs to be more?
You have to give me
There needs to be more than Santa's real?
I have like 4. So I have like 4. So we got to even it out.
You have 4?
Oh, yeah.
Tooth Fairy's real.
You didn't believe the Tooth Fairy was real that long, did you?
Well, after I lost all my teeth, I was already, Well,
the game's over. Game over.
Yeah, but no one's questioning it anymore because I don't see the Tooth Fairy's not showing up.
Obviously, the Tooth Fairy's not showing up. Okay, fine. Whatever. That made no sense. Okay, here's one that I actually kind of still believed until not that long ago. My mom would always say you can't drive, and my uncle would always say you can't drive with the car light on inside or you'd get pulled over.
That's real.
No, it's not. Butt munch. Yeah, no. I actually I didn't know that wasn't really real. So I would start saying to Charlotte, we can't leave the light on when we drive. Not that long ago.
What our excuse is to this day is I can't see out the window when the light is on.
Yeah, but that's I really just thought that was you could get a ticket. I don't fucking know. I'm not saying it's good.
I don't think that's real, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was real. I'm going to look that up.
Okay. And then also, things I thought, I guess I wouldn't say with childhood lies you believe too long. This 30 minutes before you're swimming, after you eat, you have to wait 30 minutes or you have cramps. What? I fucking believe that. I believe that for a long time. Not yesterday. It wasn't when I discovered it, but I mean, I probably not till high school or later. Your face.
By the way, it is not against the law to have the light on in the car in most states.
California, I guarantee you it's a fucking law because our state sucks.
Oh, you think? Okay, I don't want to get in that with you. Go. Next one.
The rules suck, some of them. Okay, do you have any vacation disasters? Things that happened that were oof.
On my honeymoon, on vacation, we went to Kauai for 7 days. On the 7th day, when it was time to leave, we just got tattoos. That's one right here. I get out of the car. I stretch. I light a cigarette. I fall backwards. I passed out.
How did you fall backwards?
I had only been drinking and smoking the entire 7 days. I fall backwards. I hit the only rock that's in this parking lot on my head. Ambulance comes, takes me to the emergency room. We had to stay an extra 2 nights in Kauai because I wasn't allowed to fly. Disaster.
I bet your wife was super pumped about that.
She's like, what the fuck did I just marry?
I would have said the same thing. And I would have said, when can I get this annulled?
Yeah.
Who falls?
Well, I mean, look, I was dehydrated.
Were you drinking in the car?
No, but I guess I didn't drink water like basically the whole time. I was just drinking and smoking. I hadn't been eating very well because I've been drinking
you
and
need a lot
smoking.
of pineapples.
Was it pineapples in Hawaii? Is there pineapple? Is there a big thing?
Ooh, say that again.
I know, right?
Ask that question
Shrimp
again.
truck. Go.
Disasters. Ugh. I don't know about a disaster.
This is so one-sided. I told you so much shit. This is bullshit.
I have good stuff. It's just not a disaster. I've had things be like uncomfortable. Disaster.
Let's just start there and work our way. Go.
Okay. This was like a travel, like it was lame. It was like so frustrating. So I was going to visit Erica when she lived in New York, and she had all these points or something, right? And so she's like, hey, I'm going to fly you out, but I'm going to use these points because they're going to expire and I'm not going out to California. Why don't you come out and visit me? So I'm like, perfect, great, wonderful. But so it was a little inconvenient. Like it was like 2 layovers, one of those things where it's not.
Fucking Erica.
Okay. Fucking Erica. So I fly, I have 2 layovers and I'm like, it's a free flight. It's fine, But then again, this is a long time ago. Like Isaac, I think was like 4. He was little. So there's none of these AirPods with your phone and you know what I mean? Like you're whatever. So there's not all the activity. So you're just kind of like listening to people breathe and probably fart. And anyways, so I have 2 layovers and it's already a full day flight. But I get to the Philadelphia airport, which, by the way, I will do anything to avoid until my last breath of life, just so you know. Get to the Philly airport, and I go to catch my last layover to get to her. And they're like, oh, the flight's canceled. And I'm like, cool. Can you tell, mind you, I've been on the flight all day because it was like Denver 3 hours, this 3 hours. Now I'm going here. So I'm sitting there and they're like, yeah, you have to go to the counter. We don't know. So I go to the counter with 2 billion jillion other people who are pissed. And I'm standing there for like an hour. And I'm calling her. And I'm like, hey, there might be a little hiccup. And I'm calm. I'm super calm right now at this point. Super calm. And she's like, okay, well, let me know. And so I finally get up there and I say to the lady, I'm like, hey, this flight got canceled. So what do I do? And she's like, oh, there's nothing to do. We'll have to wait till tomorrow and see if there's another flight that pops up. And I'm like, huh? Because Erica was living on Long Island. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, and I'm like, well, is there a hotel? Because you used to hear like, maybe you wouldn't get a free room if your flight's canceled, but maybe like a discounted room. She's like, I ain't got nothing for you. And I was like, well, what do I do? She's like, you get a room or you sit here at the airport all night. I'm like, cool. So now I'm getting a little twitchy and I'm getting a little mad. When I get mad, I cry. When I get frustrated, I cry. So I walk away, I call her. I'm like, this is what they said. She's like, what the fuck? So then I'm like, let me get my bag and let me go get a hotel room around here and I'll talk to you just so I'm out of this airport. She's like, okay. I go to get my bag and they lost my bag because it went to the flight that was canceled airport. It already went there. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Wait, what?
I don't know. That's
without you on the actual plane with the luggage?
I guess. I don't know. They didn't have my luggage. That's all I know. Or maybe it just stayed at where it was. I don't know. I don't remember that. It's a long time ago. So I go to the carousel. I'm waiting there. Now it's like 7 flights. I've watched 7 flights go by. And pretty soon I go to the little booth and they're like, I'm like, I don't have my thing. And I'm like, and at this point it's like 10 o'clock at night. Okay. At this point, by the time I was supposed to get on my flight, all of that, I call her. I'm like, they lost my luggage. She's like, of course they did. So she's like in this panic because she's trying to figure out what to do. And I'm like, I'll just go to the hotel. I guess I won't have any luggage or maybe it'll be here in the morning. But I'm still kind of like frustrated.
And they didn't cover the expense for the hotel?
Nope. Not even like 5% off. Not even here. Let me give you a hug to make it better. Nothing. And I then go to the counter and I say to the lady, I'm like, I don't have anything. If I get a hotel, I don't have anything. I don't have a toothbrush. I don't have anything. She gave me a little pack. She's like, she saw me. I was crying, but I was not crying out of sadness. I was pissed because I've been sitting at this airport now like 3 hours. Erica's like, calls me back and she's like, get back inside the airport. I'm coming to get you. So she drove from Long Island to Philadelphia and got me. It was a 4-hour drive. And then we drove 4 hours back. She dropped Isaac off at her friend's house.
Wow.
So, yeah, I couldn't believe she did that. But I had to wear like my clothes to bed. You know, it was fine. I had my little pack or whatever, but I got to her house. And in the morning, we called the airport, the one it was supposed to go to. And they're like, yeah, the flight comes in 20 minutes. It should be on that flight. Your luggage.
Hold on. The luggage that left before you.
I guess. I don't know.
Erica was able to drive all the way there, pick you up, drive all the way back. 8 hours. I'm assuming 9 because you stopped, probably ate some food, whatever. And you beat the plane with your luggage?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I stayed at her house. I went to sleep, woke up. I mean, I went to sleep for like 2 hours. By the time we got back, it was 5 a.m.
Gotcha.
And then I probably slept for like 2 hours, got up, like, holy shit, I slept on the couch in my clothes. So pissed. Then I go to the airport, get my luggage, and the front of it's ripped. The whole front of it's ripped. You know, the thing was like ripped open. Thankfully, there was nothing in there, but the whole thing was ripped. So then I had to go buy new luggage. I was like, I don't want your points anymore.
Did you ever watch Home Alone?
Yes.
When the mom, she goes through that entire hassle because she doesn't want to wait for the plane. They got delayed. So she gets on the ride with the polka band, polka. They drive all the way there with John Candy. When she gets to the house and sees Kevin McAllister, they have a hug for like 2 minutes. And then the rest of the family shows up because they took the flight. Did you feel that way? Like if you just would have just waited, took the flight?
I wouldn't have waited.
You showed up 20 minutes later?
No. The flight didn't happen till the morning.
Yeah,
the flight from Philadelphia, a 4-hour flight is what, an hour and a half?
Right. So, but she came and drove you and got you and then came all the way back. By the time you got all the way back, got in her house, the plane.
You didn't see that airport.
I'm just saying.
You didn't see the airport.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have come out alive. I'm just telling you. I would have been dead. I would have been dead for 150 reasons. Anyways, okay, moving on.
Move on.
Should socks in bed be illegal?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. My wife wears socks in bed. I fucking hate socks. I can't leave socks on.
I can't
in
breathe.
The bed.
I can't
too
breathe.
Much.
It's
like,
too.
I can't handle it.
No.
She does it, and I hate it. Go,
Melissa. He's telling you how he really feels about your socks. She doesn't care.
We had this conversation. She does not care.
I know. I keep asking her to come on. She won't listen. She doesn't respond.
I've not asked her to come on the show.
I have.
Okay.
I did ask her. I've told you to tell her.
I'll get her next week.
I've told you, and then she commented on one of the things, and I said, "Please be on my show."
She probably didn't see you respond.
Well, then maybe she should look.
She commented. If you're talking about soccer.
Yeah, if you're telling us about soccer or if golf's a sport or not. What generation had it worse?
Is there an A and a B, or I just have to pick one?
Who had it the worst? What generation?
I'll let you go.
No. Now.
Like out of all the generations in the entire
whatever
history
the generation,
of the world?
the generation that had the Depression. What generation was that? Before baby boomers, what was that? Was that called the World War II generation?
I would say that would have to be the worst one.
I feel like that's the worst.
Sure.
But currently, I would say maybe millennials is when it really went south, right?
What age group is that?
I don't know. I just feel like that's a good thing. Because a lot of stuff was like you worked hard, and maybe now you just feel like you're entitled to like everything without working hard.
Sure.
Like no one knows what it's like to work at 15.
Guess what? It's going to get 1,000 times worse now with all the AI shit, ChatGPT.
Yeah, you're not doing shit.
It's taking jobs.
And not only that, you're putting your fucking reports in ChatGPT, I guarantee you. Kids are not.
My kid has a whole process. He'll have it written in ChatGPT, and then he takes it, throws it into another thing that detects ChatGPT, and then throws it back in to correct all those things, and throws it back in there. And then once it's done, then he turns it in. It's a huge process.
And you're okay with that?
That's life.
You're okay with that?
I'm not okay with it, but guess what? That's life.
You're okay with that.
And it's going to get worse.
What are you going to do when he doesn't pass grades or pass classes?
He's already not passing classes.
What are you going to do about it?
But take away his skateboard.
Perfect. What is a toxic trait you're willing to tolerate?
Can you go first on any of these?
No. I'm reading it. I went first.
A toxic trait? I don't know. We're going to wrap this up. We got like 4 minutes left until these things shut down. Toxic trait. I don't know.
Fine.
Farting in a crowd.
A couple argument that makes zero sense. Where to eat.
Yo, exactly. 100%. I agree with that.
I went first. Friendship red flags. When you put more effort in than you get.
Friendship red flags is, why am I always calling you?
That's what I mean. You put more effort. You're calling.
Matt?
I had this friend, and it was funny because there was a period of time where our kids were a week apart. And this is when Charlotte was first born. So they were a week apart. So once we got comfortable, when I got comfortable driving at like month 1, we would go and like I would kind of practice being a mom with her. Like she would be like, I'm pushing my kid around. And I'll be like, I'll push Charlotte around, you know. But I always was reaching out to her to do stuff. Always. And it didn't bother me. And then one day it kind of bothered me. And I said something. I was not like bad. I was just like, I feel like I'm always the one calling you.
Sure.
Like, you know, totally casual.
I use that line a lot.
I feel like I'm always the one reaching out to you.
People hate me.
Yeah. And she, you know what her response was? And I swear to God, unless I get dementia, I will remember this forever. I didn't even make sense. I said, I feel like I'm always reaching out to you. And her response was, efforts are met when efforts are made. And I'm like thinking,
damn, bitch.
I'm making the effort. So.
Was she like joking?
No. And that was the last time I spoke to her.
There you go.
Here's kind of a dumb question, Robert.
What do you got?
Do you and Melissa ever fight over the dishwasher, how you load the dishwasher?
You know what? We do.
So do me and David.
Not as much as you think we would, but we do. She gets the impression that I only load it once a year when I'm pretty sure I load it more than she does.
David truly only loads it like 2 times a year, and he says everything I do is wrong with it. So I'm like, listen, if you're not going to put the dishes in the dishwasher or turn it on or empty it,
peace out.
I feel this is it. What does it say?
Says zero fucks given.
That's my t-shirt for today, guys. That's how I was feeling. Okay, so we're going to do 1 or 2 last questions because I think these are funny.
Okay. I'm out of beer.
You're out of what? I didn't even drink my drink. Look at that.
It's very one-sided.
What are some, this is like kind of not related. What are some trends that you see that need to stop?
Oh, shit. I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I do?
I know you do. Terrible drivers.
Terrible. I mean, that's not a trend. That's just
It is a trend.
People on bicycles in the street need to stop. You have a bike lane or you have the sidewalk. You do not need to be in the street. That needs to stop.
You know what else needs to stop with that? They're like a cult. If on a Sunday morning or Saturday.
It's called a peloton.
They're like a cult.
Peloton.
They're like in this cult and they take up the whole lane. Nobody's in a single file. They're like, here we are. And we're going to be in the lane because we're in a cool bike bang. Not bang, gang. Not a gang
that's
bang.
That's the gay biker gang. You've heard of Sons of Anarchy? Oh man, I hit the camera.
I have not had one sip of alcohol, just so you know. But they take up the whole thing, and they're like they own the joint.
Yeah, you know what they're called?
A biker bang.
No, biker bang assholes. You're being dicks. Stop.
Stop it.
Just stop it.
Also, every single driver sucks, except for me.
And me.
But here is a number 927,000 pet peeve of mine. I do tend to go on the 405 a lot. I love going to my clients on the west side, but the drive is kind of shitty. And when I have to go over the hill and I don't take like side streets and do all that, why are we braking when we're climbing a hill? If no one hit their brakes climbing the hill, that wouldn't be a 45-minute cruise.
But it's the people going down the hill that are braking, and then that relays
But they're stupid.
Up. Also,
they're stupid.
You're forgetting about the person that's changing their tire, like 30 miles
and
ahead
someone
of you,
has to win
and
them.
everybody's got to slow down and watch this guy, and that all trickles back.
But it always starts with one fucking person. one person who hit their brake or one person that saw the guy across the way down the road that has nothing to do. And we stop and we do all this. And I'm like, you know, they joke, the 405, you mean because it takes 4 or 5 hours to get across? Yeah, it fucking does. Look. And people don't know how to change lanes. People, they hit their blinker. They don't even wait. They just hit their blinker and get over. And you're like, I was right there. You almost just hit me, stupid ass.
Simple rule. I'm pretty sure I've already said this in one of your episodes. We'll do it again.
The slow lane is 65. The
65, 70, 75, 80, 85. If you're not playing by these rules, you're fucking
off the road.
I can't handle people that drive 65 in the fast lane. I just want to get in front of them and just slow down to a stop.
Oh, God,
it's going to affect so many other people, but I can't do it.
Here's the other thing. If I had a car that I didn't care about, I mean, now I'm really not caring about my car, but if I did have a car that I care about, I would love to do that and to come to a dead stop and be like, you son of a bitch. Also, my biggest pet peeve is when a lane is ending and you see those signs. This is twofold. One is it says it's ending. Like, up ahead, right lane closed. I'm not saying you need to get over right then, but maybe you kind of go, I should probably start getting over because I can kind of see when people wait till the very end or they don't let you get over. And you're like, there's fucking death here. There's cones and a fucking, what do you want me to do? Hit the truck? They won't let you over. Where am I supposed to go, dildo face? Yes.
Dildo face.
Yes, that's what I said.
I think you've hit the end of this episode. If you're saying dildo face, we got to wrap it up.
That's what I call them.
Wrap this up.
Or butt munch. And I have to remember when Charlotte's in the car not to say dildo face because she'll be like, what's a dildo? Anyways, those are my 175 pet peeves about driving. Not really 175, but I counted one day.
It was a long drive.
It was very long.
I counted one day.
Almost, if there was 50 cars, like 42 of them, people were on their phone. No joke. Because you're dead stop. You're just rolling. So like, car passes. I'm like, Jesus Lord. I want to be a cop for one day. I want to be a highway patrol for one day. I don't want to be like a beat cop and have to like run. I just want to be in my car.
I know a bunch of highway patrol. Probably get you like a ride along.
I do, but I want to be the one who has the freaking, or I just want to be the one that goes, that guy's on the phone.
The radar gun?
The radar gun? And then also, you know when someone's on the phone. You can tell by their driving. First of all, they let the space go really big because they've been looking down, or they're like kind of veering and because they're like reading a text or something. Like, you know, if I was a highway patrol for one fucking day, I would just nail every single car with freaking the gun, the what's it called? The speed gun?
Radar gun. We just talked about this.
When? And I would give them tickets for driving too slow. Get tickets from being on the phone, and driving too slow. And if you're on the fast lane and you're not going 60, if you're not going 85, if you're going less than 60, that's when the snow shovel machine just comes and just flings your car off the freeway. No one dies, though, in that scenario.
Nobody dies. Nobody dies.
No, rest in peace. Bye-bye. So on that note, we're going to say...
Dildos.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Dildos.
On that note, dildo face. Okay, I think that's it. We're going to do this again one day. I know this. Because I love doing it. It's so fun. Okay, on that note, thank you so much, Robert.
You're welcome.
Even though on a couple of them you did a pass, which I think next time you only get one pass. If you do more than one.
I think the next one, I'm asking you the questions.
Sure, but you don't. You sit there with your arms crossed and like a weird eye.
It's cold in here.
It's cold in here.
Are you fucking serious?
Are you winking at me?
Are you making fun of my lazy eye? You suck.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got some laughs out of this. It's just kind of something to just be hilarious and talk to someone who kind of makes me laugh sometimes, I guess. How do you know when this cool episode's going to drop, Robert?
Well, if you like, follow, and subscribe, you'll get notifications when new episodes drop. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks. Boo, boo, boo! Dildos! That's a wrap on today's episode of Unpacking with Jennifer. I hope you're walking away with a little inspiration and a few practical tips to make life at home just a little bit easier.
If you love the episode, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new one. And if you found it helpful, I'd love if you left a quick review. It helps more moms like us find the show. This episode was engineered by Robert Altschuler. Music by Coldfire. Recorded and mixed at Command Recording Studios.